Hello there, lovely people. It's Alex from Nintendo Life here, and it's safe to say that people on the internet are still debating whether the Switch 2 or the Steam Deck is the more powerful machine. Whilst I can't answer that 100%, I can at least say when it comes to Oblivion Remastered, the Switch 2 has the edge. Well, the entire blade, to be honest. I'm running the Steam Deck on the default settings that the game selects upon boot, rendering at 1080p for capture and 800p for the filmed handheld footage, both using XeSS upscaling. I know there's probably more to be squeezed out by installing some sort of mod pack or separate kernel or running the game via a terminal command or something like that, but I'm gonna leave that to the Linux experts. We're going for the out-of-box experience here. And if you look at the Steam Deck in isolation, it doesn't look too bad, comparable even, if you've seen our Switch 2 review. But as soon as you get them side by side, yeah, there really isn't any competition. Switch 2 is sharper, has high resolution textures, the lighting is far more consistent and less harsh, it's overall just a much better looking port. Look at Uriel here. His collar is sort of matted on both systems in sort of like little clumps, but the Switch 2 does a far better job of hiding this with its softer lighting, better upscaling, and sharper image. Same goes for, well, all of him really. His face is more detailed and less mushy, the embroidery on his clothes is cleaner, it's better by almost every single metric, at least to somebody not employed by Digital Foundry. Strangely, the Steam Deck seems to be more saturated as well, and that's the same in direct capture and handheld. I don't know if it's the Steam Deck itself, but both versions are running in SDR, and the capture settings are identical, so it's most likely a hardware difference between the systems that I'm not gonna edit in post because this is what they look like. Frame rate is also far more stable on Switch 2. Bethesda have said that certain optimizations made for the Switch 2 version will be coming to other platforms, so this could improve on the Steam Deck in the future, but right now Switch 2 is clearly the winner. I even ran into an instance here where the Mythic Dawn Assassins were running at a substantially reduced frame rate on Steam Deck, something that I've only ever seen on very distant objects on Switch 2. This could of course be a one-off, but I suspect it might have something to do with the number of entities on screen. The Steam Deck was kicking up quite a lot of heat whenever a scene like this would occur, so I'm guessing it's just being pushed to its limits. One area the Steam Deck definitely has the advantage, however, is loading times. The 2TB NVMe drive I slapped in back when storage was affordable is a lot faster than the microSD Express card that the Switch 2 is using. Textures take longer to load on Steam Deck than Switch 2 though, which is, I suppose, something to note. The real magic in all this for me is the power consumption. Steam Deck will draw roughly 25 watts at full whack, but the Switch 2 will only draw about 20 watts when docked, and you can nearly halve that for handheld play. It really is a marvel of efficiency. But I still think the Steam Deck does an admirable job running such a notorious remaster, especially given that it's much older hardware. I'll leave you with some more comparison footage because some people prefer it without narration, and it means we get more watch time on the video. That's a win-win in my book.
You what? You want to be a combatant? Look at you! My granny could beat you, and she's dead! Wait, you're serious, aren't you? What is it with you people? You walk in, want to be combatants, and your entrails end up decorating my red room. All right, it's your funeral. Welcome to the arena, you filthy pit dog.
Good people of the Imperial City, welcome to the arena. For this match, we've got some fresh meat, 2 brand new pit dogs. So let's not waste any time. Let the battle begin. Good people, we have a winner.
Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with your life. For the Emperor!
For the Emperor!
For the
You're
Empire!
supposed to be impressed!
For the Emperor! I told you to stay with the Emperor. For the Emperor!
I can go no further. You alone must stand against the Prince of Destruction and his mortal servants. He must not have the Amulet of Kings. Take the amulet, give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my last son. Find him, and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Stranger, you chose a bad day to take up
You're
the
lucky I
cause
like
of
you.
the sentence.
Otherwise, you'd be dead already. This one's mine. Strange. He saw something in you. Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septim. They see more than lesser men. The Amulet of Kings is a sacred symbol of the Empire. Most people think of the red dragon crown, but that's just jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true heir of the blood can wear it, they say. He must have given it to you for a reason. Did he say why?
Stand back, civilian. This is no place for you. Get back to the encampment at once. We lost the damned city. That's what happened! It was too much. Too fast. We were overwhelmed. Couldn't even get everyone out. There are still people trapped in there. Some made it to the chapel, but others were just run down in the streets. The Count and his men are still holed up in the castle. And now we can't even get back into the city to help them. With that damned Oblivion gate blocking the way. The only thing we can do, we'll try to hold our ground, that's what. If we can't hold this barricade, those beasts could march right down and overrun the encampment. I have to try and protect the few civilians that are left. It's all I can do now.
Good to see you.
You have my ear, citizen. If you've got to travel, by the 9 Divines, stay on the roads. The wilderness just isn't safe anymore. We've had sightings, you see. The Daedra. What are you looking for? Merchant's Inn in the market, King and Queen in Elven Gardens, the Tiber Septim in Talos Plaza, and All Saints in Temple District. There's also the Bloated Float on the waterfront, but that's not a very nice neighborhood. Carry on.
Fine. I'm sure my lord will be most pleased, assuming you ever manage to see him. You'll want to pass through the gates of madness. Oh, and mind the gatekeeper. He dislikes strangers to the realm. Enjoy your stay.